Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the tavern. I'm Spencer,
I'm Eli.
and we have
And I'm
a
Alex.
we have a guest today. Finally, episode 8. We have our first guest.
Hi. Hello.
But
Dear
welcome
God,
back.
Stop keeping me in the kitchen.
Welcome back to another episode of Bardic Blunders. So today we had a few things we were going to talk about. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with the Warhammer?
No. Let's start with the normal stuff.
Okay, yeah, not a bad idea. Um, so the first thing we were going to talk about was what food from different media, video games, movies, that doesn't exist in real life that we really, really want to try.
Oh, wow. Okay. I picked some ones that do, but like the
I mean, that's
version.
fine. If you can
Yeah.
technically make it in
Okay.
real life, that's one thing. I'll start it off. The first thing I'll throw out there is Sunset Sarsaparilla from Fallout New Vegas. I'm aware that you can get sarsaparilla in real life, but I don't know why. For some reason, none of the real sarsaparillas really make me go, oh yeah, that's like Sunset Sarsaparilla. It's always just like, I guess I'll take it.
Okay.
But that's most people will say Nuka-Cola, but I've always been a Sunset Sarsaparilla enjoyer.
Nuke was on my list actually. Like I wrote down like a bunch, and that was one of the big ones. Was I know that I think somebody made like a big company actually made a version of Nuka-Cola, but
Yes,
no one liked it.
the Fallout cookbook gives you a recipe to make Nuka-Cola.
Yeah, so I know the Fallout cookbook does, but I think you could find like there's like 1,000 videos on it on YouTube from like makeshift bartenders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because if we're talking about Nuka-Cola, I'd want to try Nuka-Cola Quantum or Nuka-Cola Victory. Some of the ones that aren't just the normal Nuka-Cola, that are like the really weird flavors.
I'll go with the OG flavor.
All right.
The one that started it all.
All right. Eli, what about you? What's a
Low bro tail.
I knew you were gonna use that one.
Which one?
Slowbro Tail from Pokemon. It is
Okay.
an illegal delicacy. You are.
I did not go that route, but I definitely have like at least one in the chamber that's an illegal delicacy. Oh god.
Yeah, there's actually a plot by Team Rocket and Silver and Gold to kill Slowpoke for their tails because they sell for like $1 million Pokédollars.
That's crazy.
But they're totally illegal to eat. Like, you're not allowed to kill Slowbros. Oh, boy.
Okay.
So Eli coming out the gate swinging.
That's the only one I had.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
Oh, okay. I've got a list.
So, the next
I
one...
forgot about this one.
Oh. The next one I had was the Monster... They serve these massive platters of food in Monster Hunter World. And while there's still chicken and stuff like that in there, I think there's some of the, like, remains of the monsters that they cook up. And it's just this massive platter where you'll get this massive leg of, like, mutton and then a whole chicken. And, like, oh my gosh, they look so good. I have to find a picture of them.
So how I would imagine Heroes Feast in D&D would look like.
Kinda, yeah.
Where it's the entire table. So my first one actually isn't food, it's a drink. It's the Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Oh.
I don't know if you watched Yeah, it's the one where I know they do it in the movie where they take a drink and they like describe it's like your brain being like put in a vice grip and then destroyed. That sounds like that'd be fun.
That does sound absolutely incredible.
I,
Here we go. Well, we'll pop this
I don't have
into
your
the.
stream open.
I'll send it in the chat.
Of course you will.
So I haven't. So keep it going. My other one that I had was it. I mean, it would be illegal in the real world, but it'd be interesting to see what would happen. Is Soylent Green?
Oh yeah. Soylent Green's people. Soylent Green's people.
Yeah, I'm quasi related to the guy that wrote the book that the movie's based off of. So
How do I send
it's,
an image in Discord?
so what you do, you get the image and you put it in the text bar.
I don't want to do that. Can I just do this? Nope, that don't work.
I don't know.
All right, well. Yeah, I can't figure out how to send on computer on phone. It's easy. But the next one that I had, there it goes. Now it's working. I just sent it.
Oh yeah, that looks delicious.
We could probably make that.
Probably,
say,
and I would do incredible things to be able to try that. Let me
Oh, yeah?
pop this over on here just so the folks can see. This is the wonderful platter from Monster Hunter World that looks absolutely delicious.
That's what I was saying. We know some people. We know some people that have swords. We can make those skewers pretty easily.
That's I mean, you're getting me excited. I wanna try that. No, the next one I had is actually from Percy Jackson. It was ambrosia. It's the nectar of the gods, and if I remember correctly, it's very dangerous to eat too much, and it's dangerous to eat if you're not a god or a demigod. So I would die, but I would die happy.
Oh, that's cool.
But it's got a healing property to it as well. Like, they use it to rejuvenate themselves.
Oh wait, I just thought of another one.
Oh, all right, throw it out. What is it? Throw it out there.
The water from the Holy Grail, Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Doesn't it like kill the person that drinks it or something?
No, if you drink from the Holy Grail, you live forever.
I thought something happened. I've never seen the movie all the way through.
Yeah, so if you drink from the wrong cup, you immediately age all the way to death.
Oh, okay.
You just very quickly, like the guy who drinks it, like it's all his hair starts turning gray and then his skin turns to leather. He looks horrifying. And it all happens within a matter of a couple of seconds after he drinks from the wrong one.
Okay.
The only caveat with being immortal is you have to stay where the grail is. You can't leave.
Oh, okay.
But I can take the grail with me.
You can take the grail with you.
Can you just put it in your back pocket?
Well, I think it doesn't have the immortal properties if you aren't in that little place that they found the grail.
So is it the grail that makes you immortal, or is it the cave or tomb that it's in that makes you immortal? That's the question.
I think they coincide.
Well, that's crap.
Because you have to drink from the Grail to become immortal, but if you leave, you're no longer immortal.
You know, if this exists in real life, we're gonna have to test it out with a coffee cup.
Incredible.
All right, my next one is the chocolate frogs from Harry Potter.
Oh
I
yeah.
know in the movie they only collect the cards, but my whole thing is that's an actual chocolate like frog thing. So if you try to grab it and eat it, does it go limp the second you bite it, or is it still squirming in your mouth?
I remember, if I remember correctly, in one of the movies, one of them puts it in their mouth and it like the legs start kicking, and they're like,
I don't remember that part. I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a long time since I watched the Harry Potter movies, I'll be honest.
I just remember the frog jumping out the window to its death, and that's it.
Yeah, oh, you know what? I also might be remembering from Avatar, whenever Aang has to go get the frozen frogs to help Katara and Sokka.
Yeah, and they suck on the frozen frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might be thinking of that.
I mean, those frogs probably exist in real life. Just go outside and lick a frog.
Yeah.
Can we freeze a frog so I can stick it in my mouth?
I don't think it will come back to life after that.
No, it is definitely going to be dead. And you know what, buddy? If you want to do that, you are more than welcome.
Hold on. Alligators will stick their noses above water so they can breathe and then freeze. And they're perfectly fine.
Yeah, but you're not freezing the entire alligator.
Yeah, in Avatar, the entire frog was frozen.
Yeah, an alligator's surrounded in ice. It's a cold-blooded creature, and it's just sitting there breathing, having a good time.
Yeah, I mean, you could freeze a bunch of cockroaches and then put them in your mouth. I think a couple of them will come back to life and squirm around.
No, thank you. I want to try it with one of the colorful frogs. I bet they taste amazing.
Okay, so there is one frog, the wood frog, that will freeze during the winter as a hibernation thing, and then thaw out during the warmer months.
Okay, that's interesting. Is it also poisonous?
It does not say that it's poisonous.
Alright. Alright. I got some more. I got, I don't know if you guys remember from, I mean, they've done it in both of them, but Willy Wonka, the stick of gum. I mean, since Thanksgiving's right around the corner, wouldn't that be interesting? You just pull out a stick of gum anytime and you get a full Thanksgiving meal.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's so much of the candy from Willy Wonka.
Yeah. I would want the fully developed one so I don't turn into, a giant blueberry. But that'd be awesome, just walking down the road and just being like, oh, I'm going to have my Thanksgiving feast in gum form.
Right, yeah. That I would love.
Yeah. Another one that I got was I never played it, but I've seen a lot of people talk about it with like game reviews and stuff. Was the sea salt ice cream from Kingdom Hearts?
I had that one on my list. That was my next one.
Yeah.
I have wanted to try the sea salt ice cream ever since I played Kingdom Hearts as a kid.
Yeah.
What
else you got?
So I I would love to try cactus juice from Avatar.
Oh yes, cactus juice. Oh, what does Sokka say in the middle?
It's the quenchiest.
You just want to have an acid trip, is what you're saying.
No, I mean it's not even because of it. It makes you hallucinate. It's just because I want to know how it tastes. Because apparently it tasted really good for Sokka to keep chugging it.
Well, when you're in the middle of the desert and all you have is hallucinating cactus juice, I think you're gonna keep drinking.
I guess that's fair. Oh wait, they eat those Komodo rhinos?
I'm pretty sure, much like, the slow bro tale, there's an illegal food ring in Avatar.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I wouldn't be shocked if someone was trying to get their hands on Appa to make Appa steaks.
Oh, dude, spirit cake from the spirit world? Sign me up.
I mean, I would take a cup of tea out of Korra's teapot from the one that the first Avatar kept Rava inside of. It's supposed to have a little taste of hope in every sip.
See, I was going to say
Wong's
Iroh's tea. I'd want to try Iroh's tea, but I didn't know that. I hadn't
Yeah.
watched Korra.
Well, in Korra, Iroh actually has the teapot in the spirit world because he's dead. Sorry for the spoiler.
Oh, okay. I was never planning on
So
watching Korra. Oh, why, hello,
he's
Gore.
dead.
Welcome to the chat.
What's up?
We have our first commenter midstream.
Awesome.
Fire Flakes. That was another one I'd love to try, is Fire Flakes.
Flamio.
Flamio, Hotman.
Hotman.
Cabbages. Yeah, of course, cabbages.
Yeah, of course.
You can eat those real.
I'd want to try butterbeer from Harry Potter. Like, I know you can make it here, and J.K. Rowling has said, like, this is what you should get. And Universal has their own thing when you go to Universal Studios. But I know that if you go to, like, I know they've stated in the books at least that the butterbeer at Hogsmeade is technically, like, magically enhanced. So that'd be cool.
Dude, if the butterbeer from Harry Potter is better than the butterbeer at Harry Potter World at Islands of Adventure, oh man, I would not be able to stop drinking it. That stuff is delicious.
Yeah.
It is so good.
Aardvarks. I also have one.
Is he
What is
posting
it? The
Aardvarks
Flaming Moe from The Simpsons. I don't know if you guys ever watched The Simpsons, but you had the Flaming Moe.
Oh yeah, the Flaming Moe, because it was originally the Flaming Homer, but Moe stole it.
Yeah, you can't recreate it verbatim in real life. Like, I think it would kill you.
Right? Yeah.
It had like some obscene amount of like Pepto in it or something.
Yeah, it was something
what?
crazy.
What was that, Eli?
Is Pepto-Bismol in it?
It had. I think it had like a shot of Pepto in it or something. It was crazy. It was all the stuff that Mo had laying around the bar, and then they light it on fire.
Okay, I'm down to try.
Homer tells about the Flaming Homer, a drink recipe invented. Homer mixed drops of liquor from near empty bottles, inadvertently including a bottle of cough syrup for children. When Patty dropped cigarette ash in the drink and set it aflame, Homer discovered that the fire balanced out the alcohol content, greatly enhancing the drink's taste. So it is liquor, it's cough syrup, and then it's cigarette ashes.
Man, that sounds like my kind of party.
Wonderful. Sounds like an incredible drink.
Who wants to go head out to a restaurant and just go out back where the cooks are? You can make it right there.
Oh, yeah.
You have everything you need, even the glasses.
Yeah, right. Oh, boy. Just be ready to go to the hospital, get your stomach pumped.
I think my stomach could handle it.
Yeah, your stomach might be able to.
Mhm. I got another one. So the stew that Sam makes in Lord of the Rings.
Ooh.
I, I mean,
Boil them, mash
anything
them,
Sam makes.
stick them in a stew.
What potatoes, precious? I mean, anything Sam makes in the books sounds delicious. And then I would take Denethor's dinner that he has. You know, the one that he has a problem with the tomato.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That looks good.
Oh. Oh, that does
I
that
mean,
that that sounds so good.
most of the food you see them eating or read about in the books just sounds amazing or looks amazing. So,
Okay,
I
I'm
actually
being.
have a Lord of the Rings cookbook, so
oh yeah. Well, I want to try. What is it? Elvish bread, lambus. I
Oh
mean, that's
yeah,
supposed to
I've
be
made that
easy.
before.
you
Yeah.
have.
Yes, I have.
Oh, you need to make it
It
again.
I mean,
so it's actually this can sound really dumb, but it's basically the same recipe for Hawaiian rolls.
yeah, that's the
But
problem.
you take cinnamon, brown sugar, and molasses and mix it together and create a spread and put it across the inside and you roll it on itself.
Oh,
Hmm.
that sounds
Yeah.
really good. I'm being asked when I'm going to do the flip. Uh, I will say I will have to postpone the flip because I realized it is not advisable to attempt a flip when I'm on workman's comp off of work. So I'm gonna have to wait until I'm back at work and I'm not liable to lose my job for doing flips while on workman's comp. So it might be a little bit before I can do a flip. I'll just say that right now. I thought about that a little more and was like, maybe that's not the best idea.
I'll let you record me doing a flip.
I mean, yeah, if you do the flip, that'll be completely fine.
I mean, if I do a flip, can we have a Richter scale next to me so we can register the earthquake? I completely land on my face.
Oh boy.
There was a 5.0 earthquake in Florida last week.
Oh gosh.
Oh my
Uh so the I had thought about another. I forgot to mention it to you guys, but I was just thinking, what is your favorite side dish for Thanksgiving? Like what's your favorite dish that
God.
that you make that's not turkey or ham or any of the main things like that? Uh, I'll say mine first. My favorite one is sweet potato casserole.
You motherfucker.
Is yours
I mean,
too?
that's
Is sweet potato casserole your favorite?
It's so we do sweet potato parfait, which is sweet potato casserole without the marshmallows.
Oh, you heathen! How dare you remove the marshmallows?
that's what you get when you come from New Mexico.
That's what I
Gosh
love
darn.
about sweet potato casserole is the sweet potatoes and oh my gosh, just tastes so good.
I actually use that in multiple of my high-end recipes.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I just take out the marshmallows, you create a spread with it basically, you puree it, create a spread with it. It's amazing.
That does sound amazing.
Goes
Basically, use it.
That's a face.
Yeah, it goes well with any red or white meat, and it brings a lot of color to your plate.
Yeah. The fuck?
That does sound tasty. Oh, but yeah,
Fine.
that's
Deviled
my
eggs.
favorite side dish.
Mine's a green bean casserole. Just because you gotta add some liquor to it.
I'm not a big fan of green bean casserole, but I also don't like green beans, so you know.
What?
Deviled eggs because
Crazy.
I want to stink out the house.
Someone lost their job for going on The Price is Right.
Wait, what?
That's what Gore is saying in the comment in the chat. They were on workman's comp for a broken shoulder and arms, and they went on live television spinning the big wheel without problem. Wow. Didn't think that one through. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's why I was like, maybe I should wait to do a flip. If I'm going to do a flip, I should wait until I'm not on workman's comp anymore.
Yeah, you probably should.
I had that thought. I'm like, it's probably not a great idea to be doing all kinds of tricks.
I'm not gonna try and do a backflip. I'll do a front flip at
Oh,
least.
yeah, of course not. I don't want you to break your neck. I wouldn't want to break my own neck.
Actually, if I have to cook Thanksgiving dinner like 2 hours after we get done with D&D.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, by the way, Alex, if you're bored,
4,000.
I'll be up at Gasparilla after D&D this week.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I might join. Like you're gonna go straight from D&D to cooking.
They want to eat at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair.
20-pound turkey.
You
Oh.
are crazy.
You are a
Um,
wild man.
it'll take 4.5 hours, but I have no clue if my turkey's going to be thawed out, so I might have to let it, thaw out more. Plus, I have to do all the other prep stuff, which is going to be exhausting.
Well, I can help out.
So are we ready for Warhammer?
Oh, I got one more, because I know it would be interesting afterwards, and I know it's not a food or a drink, but I feel like it would be appropriate at the end of everything. Was pipeweed from Lord of the Rings. That was supposed to be like the most magical thing in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's all the like everybody smokes it, and it's supposed to give you like clarity and all this junk. It doesn't get you high. It makes you like clairvoyant.
All right, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird how Tolkien describes it.
So okay, you want to suggest an emote for the server? What's the emote that you're gonna suggest, Mr. Gore?
It's going to be an aardvark?
He said it's not an aardvark. It's posted under all the aardvarks. Oh boy, what am I gonna look at? an angry cat. How do I make this a colony of aardvarks?
Jesus.
I don't know how to make this an emote. I'll have to figure that out later. But I will make evil cat an emote. I don't have a problem with that.
You should absolutely make my cat an emote as well.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened here? But the stream's okay. It just deleted all of our names off of the Discord box on stream. That's weird.
That's really weird.
Oh, I know why. I fixed it. It's probably because I
Oh.
clicked on the server that wasn't ours that we were in.
Yeah,
That'd do
might
it.
do it.
So we ready for Warhammer now? Are we ready for me to be absolutely lost?
Well, okay.
Uh,
Real quick, I'm going to inform Alex of all the stuff that got like, hey, this is coming. This past weekend, which was a giant tournament for Warhammer in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hell yeah.
Coming this spring is going to be the model refresh for the Dark Angels.
Okay, so your boys get what, new look?
Oh, yeah. They are remaking a new. They're doing a plastic version of Orican the Diviner, which is a Necron.
Who?
Orican the Diviner. He's a Necron who can see the future.
Okay. There we
Kill
go.
Team. Kill Team. They've revealed half of their not next Kill Team box, but the one after that.
That's interesting that they do it that way.
Yeah, it's going to be the Night Lords.
Okay. Yeah, you were telling me
Uh,
about that.
Yep, that's pretty much it. Also, nobody likes the AdMech players, so who cares? Now to the fun part. Let's talk about Trazen the Infinite.
Okay.
Which, funny enough, Spencer, you have a character in your D&D world that is much like Trazen the Infinite.
What?
Yes.
Oh boy, Games Workshop is gonna sue me now.
No. Because the collector in your world.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So Trazen the Infinite, let's start at the beginning, was a lowly museum curator.
Okay.
And then the Necrons get their bodies replaced with the metal stuff.
Yeah,
Or
the
the
necrodermis.
Yep. And they all go take a nappy boot. They take a nap.
Take a big long nap. Except all except for the Silent King, right? Didn't he like basically just go away?
Yes, the Silent King went off into space to go fight Tyranids.
Well, I thought it wasn't going to fight them. I thought he went to go find a solution and then stumbled upon them.
Yeah, well, that's what he's been doing for the past 6 million or billion years.
Yeah.
It's million years.
It's after
Then-
the War in Heaven.
Correct.
Whatever that is.
So, Orican wakes up. He's a funny dude who can see the future, even though he's a robot. And then Trazen woke up. Trazen was like, oh, I have nothing to do. And then he was like, wait a minute. I want to collect things. So he started collecting things. Which is not limited to objects. He kidnaps people and puts them in displays.
Okay. So
With-
he's like the collector. So he's like basically any version of the collector in like fantasy settings.
Yep. Except it gets better. Because, well, he has his own little world that he kind of took control of because he bonked the leader on the head and took over the protocols to be the leader. He has a world. And he told the builders just to keep building. So it's a planet that just keeps getting larger because he keeps needing more space for things. He also has like whole battles that are just frozen in time, just sitting there. And he's like,
Okay.
oh, this is cool. And if he sees something that he's like, oh, that's a cool thing, or, huh, that's interesting, I want it. Which includes a lot of bugs, a lot of rocks. Like, he has the full periodic table with all the elements that you can touch.
Okay.
His favorite way of getting things is he drives by in his spaceship and just tractor beams things off the ground.
Hell yeah.
And when that doesn't work, he shows up with an army and takes it from you.
Hmm.
Okay, I have to jut in here with Gore saying 40K is 100 different fantasy settings in a trench coat.
Oh, yes, it is.
That is an incredible comment.
40K is basically take every different like fantasy setting, put on a dartboard, and then throw 1,000 darts at it, and boom, there you go.
Oh boy.
To me, the most because I didn't get into 40K until what, like a year ago or 2 years ago, when Eli introduced me to Kill Team. To me, after learning like about the Necrons, to me, I don't understand why the Necrons don't just wipe out everybody else at this point. Because don't they have like an orb?
They're all sleeping
Yeah, I know
night.
Yeah, but the ones that are awake are like uber powerful. You have one of the ones in the I forget the dynasty, but they basically have an orb that's a galaxy map, and if they touch a planet on that orb, the planet will get destroyed, doesn't it?
Yep.
Like, that to me is insane that exists at all. Like, it's the orb from Treasure Planet, but instead of, hey, I want to go here, and it draws you a star map, it goes, hey, I want to snuff this planet out of existence. Bye-bye.
Yeah, they have a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. And yet, they're not the big bad guy. It's the evil bugs.
But the bugs don't like the Necrons because they can't eat them.
Yeah, I understand that one. But I'd be way more fearful of the guy that's got an orb that can just be like, oh, I can't even touch you, but you can kill my entire planet with a button. Congratulations.
So the funniest part about it is the Necrons view themselves as so far above, kind of like how the Eldar view humans and everyone else, that they're like, ew, it touched me.
Yeah.
That the Necrons are like, it doesn't matter, I'm going to win anyway.
Yeah, because they can just keep going in the new bodies.
Yeah, eventually I'll outlive you.
Yep.
But Trazen is also known for helping humans.
Yeah.
Like, he shows up and goes, this can't happen. And then just throws a bunch of armies out and people that he's kept frozen. And he's like, you'd go deal with it.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Which
some of the Necrons are more sympathetic to, to the other races just because Necrons want to be humans again. They don't want to these soulless machines.
Yeah. Well, Trazen has also... He has sticky fingers, to say the least. Like, he'll try and steal stuff. Well, there's a weapon called the Spear of Vulcan, which is a super powerful spear.
Okay.
And he was like, I want that. So he shows up at the Salamander's homeworld and goes, "I'm gonna take that," and got stabbed in the chest.
Oh, was it a spear made by Vulcan himself?
Yep.
Okay.
So Trazen was like, that's annoying. So he goes and reads up on it and goes, hey, salamanders, I have that other thing you want sitting in my collection. So the salamanders all group up and go and attack him. But he had lied. And he just, the entire war, which lasted like 25 plus years, he spent just trying to steal the spear.
But he doesn't get it if I would...
Nope.
I don't think he has it, right? They've...
Nope.
The salamanders still have it, don't they?
Yeah. The salamanders were like, this guy doesn't have our thing. What are we doing? And just left.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see what happens when they bring back, you know, all well, not 18, but when they bring back all the Primarchs that can be brought back. And I want to see how the Necrons react, how the Eldar react. I mean, the Orcs are going to be interesting because isn't some of their, like, main controlled systems right near where Chaos is at?
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting.
But it's the orcs. They love a good fight.
Yeah, of
This
course.
is probably the best quote from Trazen the Infinite. It is a letter written to an Inquisitor.
Mm-hmm.
Dear lady, let me express my fulsome appreciation for your most generous gift. It is rare to discover another of my own kind that appreciate my work. Therefore, to find understanding amongst a member of another race is nothing short of a revelation. I realize that you briefly trode my galleries, and the fact that you spotted in so short a time that my Akrabis War collection was lacking 3 regiments of Catachan warriors reveals that you are truly a collector and have a collector's eye for detail. And to send 5 regiments, such generosity will allow me to weed out and replace any of the few that have substandard pieces. If I might level a minor criticism, the instructions issued to your gifts were manifestly not as clear as you thought, as most of them had to be forcibly restrained. Sadly, it seems that the lower orders will never behave like an army of... will always behave like an army of invasion, whether that be their purpose or not. However, this is a minor complaint, and seems to be almost churlish under the circumstances. So please allow me to repay your gift with one of my own. Accompanying this message is a hyperstone maze, one of a series of Tesseract labyrinths constructed at the height of the Kothrok dynasty. It is a trinket, really, only of interest to a scholar such as you and I. But I trust you will find it amusing. Amusing, you have the wit to escape its clutches, of course.
Interesting.
Okay.
And now to the fun part. What he has in his collection.
I've just been scrolling through the Warhammer wiki the entire time you've been, like, on stream. I just popped it on stream. I'm like, what is going on in this? There's so
You don't
much.
want to know, man.
There's so much.
wanna
Also,
know.
Gore in the chat told me to mute Eli for 10 minutes, and I thought that would be pretty funny. So, oh wait, yep, there we go. So, Alex, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
I will say that so far, because I've listened to every podcast except for the last one. My favorite was actually the last time you guys talked about Warhammer, just for the comedic factor of Eli explaining it, and then he'd be like, "Spencer, do you get this?" And you're just like, my brain hurt now."
Like, sure.
Yeah, of course that happens. Who's okay? I don't understand this anymore.
I don't know what we're talking about.
What's going on here? To me, it was the funniest thing. I'm in the middle of work and I'm listening to it, and I'm trying not to die laughing. I'm trying to keep it all in, and it was like, this isn't gonna happen much longer.
All right, Eli can come out of timeout now.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Oh my god!
I hope somebody finds the unmuted audio of me cursing you, your family, and all of your children.
They can't. They can't find the audio. You were completely muted for me.
I didn't even know you were talking.
I wasn't.
Okay. You want to keep going about Warhammer?
I think that's
I
gonna
don't
get him
think I
another
want to.
10 minutes.
I don't think I want to anymore.
I don't blame him. Oh, I mean, we can talk about different lore. I'm a lore junkie, so I know lore from different games and different things.
Oh, I want to bring this up on the podcast because this was probably the funniest week of me and Alex had this week of interaction
Okay.
where we were working together, and I made a joke about Narada.
It's Yep.
Naruto.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
thing.
god. Are you gonna try to do that again? You gonna try to get me? You gonna try to get me? It didn't end well last time.
And every day I would get home from work, sit down and watch like 6+ hours of videos explaining all of the lore.
I made you watch that just to try to stump me, and it never happened.
It did once.
Which one?
on a technicality. I remember.
On a
I don't remember what it
technicality.
was, but it was on a technicality.
I don't even remember.
Harada worships the god of the moon. Or at least her family does.
Yeah, Hinata. Yeah, whatever.
You said Harada.
Yeah, you mean Hinata?
Yeah, whatever. Big booba girl.
Big booba girl. I mean, yeah, if you say that, everyone will know who you're talking about.
No, they won't, because there's like 6 of them when they all get older.
Okay, when they all get older, yes.
So, I wasted a week of my own life trying to find something. And where we were working, there were multiple people who had watched the show all the way through and would sit there and just... You weren't working with us at that time.
Yeah, it was.
This was after.
This
This was after.
Because we were working with Omi.
Yeah.
Well, I remember this happening though because you kept trying to. Oh, you kept trying to do it during D&D.
D&D.
That's right. You brought it to D&D. That's why I. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He tried to bring it everywhere. He tried.
I wasted so much of my time on this.
And it was beautiful, and I loved it.
Like, it would be like, I would go take a smoke break, come back inside, like, I got something. And the other people in the store were like, okay, we got to listen to this because they're spouting knowledge that we don't know about this anime and we've seen everything for it.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. If you ever try to get me on, like, stuff that I've just hyper-focused lore-wise, it takes a lot.
Well, the way he stumped me is he pulled something from Boruto, and I'm like, I haven't watched Boruto. Nobody watches Boruto.
We're not gonna go into Boruto because they've like retconned a bunch of stuff and it makes no sense.
Yeah, I know. I tried to watch Boruto and it sucked. It was terrible.
Okay, so Naruto has people that can technically time jump and like go backwards and forwards in time. Boruto has used that and it's really annoying.
Right,
Like,
and
they tried to bring back the Akatsuki with I think it was Shin or whatever the heck his name was. I don't remember.
They just like randomly super nerfed Naruto and Sasuke as well.
They actually didn't super nerf them. What they did was they were like, hey, they're getting older, so their powers are going to start waning. And guess what? When you have like two demigod characters that have children, their children are going to be more powerful. So the problem is that we spent how many seasons in Naruto and then Shippuden before we hit this massive, like, god-killing level that their kids all of a sudden can now do that? So it's not that they nerfed them, they're now showing their age, and then their kids are supposed to be more powerful. Well, so how do you show that their kids are going to be more powerful? Well, they have to be able to, 1v1 them when they were in their apex. So
yeah, well, what didn't make sense to me about that is it's not like Naruto and Sasuke are ancient. They're probably like the age Kakashi was in the original series, and Kakashi was still one of the strongest ninja in the original series. And you had all these other like Tsunade, like freaking Jiraiya, even though he was super old, was still ridiculously strong. Like,
yeah,
he got beat by one guy.
Jiraiya was
he
strong,
got beat by 6 guys, Eli. One guy and 6 bodies.
People. I don't want to show off my nerdum.
He got beat by one guy who was mind controlling through the use of rods into 9 different people?
I think it was 6. I think it was 6 total.
Oh, so you had I can remember. So you had who was the guy that was was that Nagato? Or was Nagato the guy that was getting mind controlled?
Nagato was the one controlling.
Not mind controlled. Sorry, they were all dead. They were all zombie puppets.
Yes, Nagato had 6 puppets.
Yeah, so the six paths of pain.
Right.
And one of them was his best friend.
Right. The main one was his best friend.
And then all of them were people and then the other ones were all people that Jiraiya had fought.
Right. Yeah, but there was 6.
For some weird reason, they never touch upon it, at least not Naruto. I don't know if they ever touch upon it in Boruto. But in the main canon line of Naruto, they never touch upon how the one guy can summon all these different beasts, and we never get any inclination on where all these summons are coming from.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
Because they explain where all the other summons, except for they do explain where slugs come from.
Yeah.
But they explain where all the other major summons come from, but this one guy in the Path of Pains can summon, weird demon dogs and boars and all this other junk, and we get no explanation.
And the weird, demon head.
Yeah.
That was eating people.
And we get no explanation.
Yeah, so Jiraiya died to technically 6 guys that he did not know the power of.
One guy controlling 6 people.
There's one guy
Yeah.
controlling 6 people.
You still have
And
to
then he
fight
died
6
after he-
people.
Yeah, but if one person's controlling 6 people and I beat up the one guy controlling all 6 people, did I beat 6 people or did I beat one guy?
Eli,
Well, if you beat up the
Jiraiya
one guy
didn't
who's
know.
controlling those 6 people, you just beat up one person, who then, because he's controlling the 6 people, those 6 people all of a sudden are now, like, void. They're not a part of the equation.
And if you didn't know that it was one guy controlling 6 people, if you thought it was 6 guys all working together,
Which is what Jiraiya thought, is that it was 6 separate people.
and not to mention, Pain, even through the puppet, had the ability to destroy the entire Leaf Village. Yeah, he was pretty freaking strong. So even if Jiraiya did die to one guy, he died to one incredibly powerful guy.
Okay, I got a
One
question.
guy.
I got a question on that one. I got a question on that one. So the Leaf Village was destroyed, what, like 3 times in the entire series?
Yeah.
You would think they would build better structures, right?
Yeah, why would you build something out of leaves?
It's not built out of leaves, you jackass.
I love it how it gets destroyed in the Orochimaru arc. Like,
Yeah, Gust of Wind
massive
could knock it
parts would
over.
get destroyed, and then they rebuild it to look exactly the same, and then they almighty push, like, the entire village out the front gate, and then it gets rebuilt again.
Legitimately, yeah, because Orochimaru, like, destroys good sections of it, and it all gets built back up. Pain absolutely, like, just turns the entire thing into a crater.
Well,
And then they somehow fix it.
My favorite shot from the anime with that like fight is just Pain almighty pushes, and you just see like the wall is still intact at one point, and everything is being pushed out the front gate like a sausage casing. And it's like, this makes no sense. And then eventually the gate gives way, but at first it's like buildings and structures and everything is getting shoved out of this one area, and it's like, what is going on here?
Oh, boy. Oh, gosh.
No. Naruto, there are parts of Naruto's universe that make no sense. But then again,
It's a kid's show. I mean...
Yeah. Well, even if you don't consider it as kid show, most animes have parts that don't make sense.
Oh,
so.
yeah, of course.
Every anime has got something.
Naruto was at least originally meant to lean more towards young boys. Like, that it was marketed towards, like, 10 to 15-year-old boys.
It came out when I was in high school, okay?
Yeah, it came out when I was... What year did it start?
God.
Let's see. September 10th, 2005. So I was 6 years old.
I was 7.
Oh, brag about it.
In high school. I was a sophomore in high school.
You weren't 7. You would have been 6 still. It was in September. You would have turned 7 in a few months after that.
Oh, it's all technicalities here.
2006?
2005.
Oh, I heard the year wrong.
Dumbass. Because I would have been 6, or I would have been 7 if it was 2006.
Nah, lies.
What
What do you mean lies? It's in September. It's after my birthday. I was born in 99.
Fucking baby face looking.
You freaking tool.
Oh,
Jeez.
baby face.
You're literally
Okay,
only
Grandpa.
5 months older than me.
Did you just call me Grandpa?
Good grief, this is a disaster. In every sense.
Love
Yeah.
it.
I get called grandpa today by one of the new employees, and it really hurt my feelings.
Oh my gosh.
Eh,
I was walking around in 2 knee braces because my knees hurt, and she looks up and goes, "What's wrong, Grandpa?" And I was like, I don't need to take this, especially not from you.
Was the server the same age?
No,
Older?
younger
Oh god.
by a lot.
I wonder what they would say if I showed up.
Are you walking around in 2 knee braces?
No, because I actually somehow took care of my knees. They're gonna be
Well,
turned to dust in probably 10 years, but you know.
I've done 100,000 miles on my knees.
I don't even want to know. I mean, I probably have done about the same, but it's crazy. Especially with all my weight.
Yeah, you see, Alex, Eli's knees are worn out so much because he's on them all the time.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah. So, do we want to do our quotes and then shut this shop down? Put all the poor viewers out of their misery?
Hell yeah.
All right. I'll throw up my quote first. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? It's from Dark Souls.
Alright, I guess I'll go next. I got one. I'm probably gonna butcher it. It's from fourth book in the Siege on Terra from Warhammer. But the gist is there's only a finite amount of hope in the universe, and it is quickly running out.
Nice. Eli?
1 second.
Still trying to find
Come
it.
on. Listen, I had to go find it in a YouTube transcript.
Ugh,
Jeez.
terrible.
Oh, my quote was from Hawkeye Go, specifically from Dark Souls.
Yeah.
What is bravery without a bit of recklessness? I believe he says it right before he shoots a dragon out of the sky while also being blind. So,
Yeah, mine's between 2 immortal people arguing over how they end the war.
fair enough.
Okay. Okay, I got it. I guarantee you that before the sun sets on this war, even if you win, even if I die here, you'll rue the day you ever turned your back on the Emperor. For every planet you take, the Imperium will exact a fearful tally of Chthonian blood. I guarantee that even if you conquer Terra, the fruits of victory will taste like dust in your mouth. I guarantee that if you don't kill me today, you'll meet me again. I will stand against you at every outpost, every wall, every gate. I will fight you even when with every sword at my command, with every bolter and every fist. I will fight you with my bare hands. I will fight you with the very rocks of the world you seek to conquer. Garvia Loken to Horus Lupercal.
Wow.
Nice.
The best first captain that there ever was.
Oh, he wasn't a first captain. He was captain of the 10th Company.
I thought he was a first captain.
No, Abaddon was.
Yeah, I thought Loken was until they decided to go all chaosy, and then
He was
Abaddon took over.
Okay, he was the first captain of the 10th chapter
Oh, okay.
or the 10th company of the first chapter.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed. And
Wait.
Oh,
Does
boy.
Alex know how we end the podcast?
Did we tell him?
No.
Have you
He's listening.
Oh,
So
you haven't
he's
watched
not a
all the
real
way to
fan.
the end then.
I have watched them to the end. I just can't remember. I've been up since 4 a.m. Ugh.
Let's talk.
Well, it's just a quick here. I'll type it in Discord real quick so we can all say it at the same time.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Tally ho!
Tally ho!